had Agapova versus Robertson.
Man, this is also a great fight. Going into it, I was like, man, Agapova is so gnarly in the first round, and Robertson has been a little, I don't know what the word to use, but she's susceptible to taking some damage. And I was like, man, it's either going to be a first round finish for Agapova, or Robertson's going to be able to inflict her game plan, which is going to be grappling. She's definitely going to grapple.
Everybody knows it's going to be grappling.
Yeah. If you're fighting Robertson, train some grappling defense, right? Because she's going to grapple you. And if you're fighting Agapova, be an offensive grappler. So I was like, there's going to be some grappling in this fight. And the first round, Robertson was trying to land that single leg takedown with the leg drag, but Agapova was landing those gnarly Travis Brown elbows. Those were insane. There was a moment where it was just straight to the ear, like 20 of them. And I was like, man, Robertson's tough as nails, because those look brutal.
After one, I would have been crying.
Yeah. But then that second round, there it is. That second round, Robertson went for that single leg, but then instead of doing the leg drag, she stepped through and got the trip. And you could tell Agapova was like in pure balance mode, ready for the leg drag. But then, she went straight through her and changed it up a bit and got the easy takedown, and then just went to work, did what she does on the ground.
Yep, gets her in that rear naked choke, and the body's reaction. We never know how the body's going to react. So while she's in the rear naked choke, the announcers are saying she's biting on her tongue. She's biting down on her tongue. She's going to go out. She's going to go out.
First, she's got the rear naked choke, and she's on top. And Agapova, it's not quite under, and she spits her mouthpiece out. And it could have been that the arm was forcing it, and it was like it fell out. But it seemed like she took it out herself. But it could have just been from the pressure. But that moment allowed the arm to get under the chin. And then it rolled into kind of this position. So now the mouth guard's out. And then that's when the tongue was, her tongue was sticking out of her mouth.
Yeah, but then the way that her body naturally arched back, arms twisted,
after she
tongue
was
sticking out of her mouth after she was out was very interesting. I had never seen that before.
No, she locked up. Instead of just going limp, she locked up and biting on her tongue, and you could see saliva like spitting out of her mouth, like through her teeth. Yep. It was bad. It was pretty bad. It was. I don't know what her tongue's like right now, because you could bite through it. And
for sure.
Obviously that didn't happen, but it can't be good. There's for sure damage there.
Can't be good, he said.
Yeah. That was nasty, man.
It was.
That's one of the most vicious rear naked chokes I've ever seen.
How sick am I, though? Because I see like the cut from Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And I see the cut from Song Yadong, and then I see this picture, and this is the picture that gets to me the most.
Bro, out of all the pictures. Man.
It was.
She seized up, arched her back, her head up. She's out right here. It wasn't just a limp. Usually it's like a limp, right? Yep. And you can see, was it Mark Smith, who's just in that moment, he looks around and
somebody help me.
Someone
call 911.
Yeah, it was like the scene in the last season of Stranger Things, you know? But
help.
Somebody help. But it was nasty, man. That was a bad fit. If I'm Robertson, this has got to be my favorite finish I've ever gotten. It was a nasty, and it didn't come easy. She had to go through some damage in that first round. It was a fun fight.
It was. All right, we'll go on to the last fight that we're going to cover today, which is Basharat versus Gravely.
Shade fruit.
Oh, here we go. Hey, thank you.
Pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune.
You know what, Bruce Bottrotter? If there's anybody I knew that would know that word in the definition, that would be you, man. It would be you. But I appreciate you bringing this word up today. But thanks to Rich as well for putting that up there, so we know exactly what Bruce Bottrotter is talking about. Hey everybody, Ramiro and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. And don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.